All right. We're going to start mission 4. For me, it's the second time I'm starting mission 4. I started it, was actually kicking butt, doing really happy with what I was doing. Then I realized I made a mistake. The German, the probes and the probes where it says standard squad attempting to infiltrate, I had them infiltrate onto my village card, not infiltrate onto a placement card, because they would be, like, if I was here, they might have placed here. As a result of that, I got heavily engaged. And I think one of the reasons I was doing so well is I had so few units that were German units from potential contact. And I decided I have to start over. It was having too material an effect. Found that mistake myself, so starting all over. So let's look real quickly at kind of the way this works. Well, first of all, looking at the German placements, they do have incoming. And if you'll look at the attack timing table on the upper right, starts out with C, which is just automatically incoming. And then A and B, which can be tanks, tank destroyers, a human wave, a probe, or an LMG, basically. And the tanks and tank destroyers start up here on this forest road, and they will move down the forest road and ultimately try to move and attack us. The tanks end up on each one. The tank destroyers, it's randomly decided which one. The other units are placed more on cards based on visibility. Now, we are currently, actually, one thing I need to change, the current visibility is currently twilight, and there's fog. Let's see. Yeah, and there's fog. Now, so that's a +3. On turn 3, daylight hits, but the fog is still a +2, so it's still limited visibility. There is an event, and I actually drew it in the last game. There is an event that will change the get rid of the fog. So I was back to pure clear visibility. So honestly, I could not have had a better run, but realizing the impact of that, I decided I just can't take it. And one of y'all would have pointed that out to me anyway. So, actually, let me get rid of that A. So, we are going to, well, let's talk real quickly about this. I got a command outpost that I'm able to put on row 2. I chose to put it here because it gives me visibility into this road embankment over here, and I had to pick one. I can actually also, if I get artillery, that is, I do have Battalion Fire for a few of these. Oh, I need to get my fire missions back updated. Some of these. So it's 514144. So 514144. And then this is not there. That was how I was tracking. So, yeah. We do have our, I think everything else is correct. I've placed up here an assault team so that if a unit does, an assault team with a field phone, so I can communicate with it and ask it to move somewhere else if I need to. My goal is to get heavily engaged at some point. And if I look here, let me take a quick peek. I was allowed, mission 4, to place a bunker at the command outpost and a foxhole up to 2 per occupied card. I'm going to tell you. No, yeah, I am going to put a foxhole. I'm putting a foxhole here, but I am not going to occupy it right now, because I'm going to move this assault team into that, so that if a unit comes on here, I'm firing at it and kind of protecting that command post. And I'm really, yeah, that's, I think, what I'm going to do. Now, the Germans, all except that base fire team, are spotted when they come in. Notice, everybody else is spotted. The other thing that I've done is I've occupied, in every case, the strong building and the upper story on all of these. I do have here my mortar FO because I want him to be able to lay down mortar fire if they start coming down over here on this road embankment. And also these cards if I get a human wave. But I have occupied, in every case, these strong building because I don't want them, if they're moving forward, to be able to get into those. Now, I do have foxholes in all these cards. And the purpose of the foxholes is if I need to get somebody with a bazooka up. So here we've got a bazooka. Actually, here we have a bazooka with 3 ammo. I've also got an anti-tank weapon here. I've got, let's see, anti-tank weapon. Where's the other one? Gotta have 3 of them. There's one. And should be one more, right? Oh, 3rd, right there. So that's the setup. Got phone lines down on these cards, which gives me the ability to communicate with all of these and as well as communicate with that unit. So with that, I'm going to shuffle her up. We're going to get started. I've got the rest of these cards are down here in reserve. I do plan, by the way, to move this mortar section in here. That way he can lay down mortar fire. Yeah, he can lay down mortar fire all the way up to here if he needs to. So, getting started, turn 1. Hopefully I've got everything set up right. Kind of a bummer that I had to reset it up. I did attach, the mortar is attached to the 2nd platoon. The artillery FO is the 2nd platoon. The mortar FO is the 1st platoon. 1 HMG which 1 HMG is here, and he is attached to the 1st. 2 HMG is here, attached to the 2nd. So those are the attachments that I did. So let's draw. Let's get rolling. So we have no HQ events. So we're placing PC markers. I'm only going to place them. I have no intention of moving anybody. I don't want anybody exposed. So I'm only going to place these markers on the cards that I have units on. So again, looking at the attack timing table, C is on row 1 and row 2. And notice under the German contact packages, C, if we have contact, it's automatically incoming. I need to remember when I place incoming to check the phone lines. I'm trying to get better at that. Moving on, there is no enemy activity related stuff, so we're going to do the CO. Now we are currently no contact. We're no contact, so we're getting a +1, plus he's got an additional +1. So he has 6. I am going to have that. He is going to activate all 5 of these to get them some commands. Since they're all 2nd, XO, 1st, 3rd, 1st Sergeant, they're all in the staging area. So 1st platoon, he gets 5. Saving them all. 2nd platoon gets 6. Saving them all. And again, it's +1 for no contact, +1 for being a veteran. All of my HQs are veterans. 3rd platoon has 4. XO is causing a reshuffle. He has 7, but he can only save 6. And then the 1st Sergeant gets 4. All right. We're going to draw for general. We get 2. There's nothing I want to do. So we're just wasting them. By the way, I did give the auto grenades to the 1st and 2nd, and then +1 draw to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Those were my 5 skills that I bought last turn. So we're going to whip through this because there's no capture, no retreat, no AT, no fire mission updates. So we're on to potential contact. There are a total of 7 potential contact Cs. So the 5th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. So we are drawing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one did nothing. There's 6 of them. The first one up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did get a contact there. And with that contact, we know it's automatically incoming, which is incoming, no spotter. It's just a single mission, a -3 up on this card. So now you see why I did not start anybody in the foxhole. Now that changes us to contact because we have one card, one friendly occupied or enemy occupied card under a volume of fire. All right. Which is going to drop the draws from 4 to 3. So now we've got 5 left. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. 4 left. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got incoming here. And when incoming lands there, we are up to engaged because we now have 2 or more occupied cards under volume of fire. So we are now only drawing 2. 3 to go. Oops, yep, 3 to go. So the third one. 1, 2. Nothing. 2 to go. Here. 1, 2. So we have incoming here. Whew. I can already tell you this is starting completely different. 1, 2, and nothing there. I think I had 1 card with something on it. So this could wreak a little havoc. Now I'm basically sitting in +3. These are all going to be +2s. Yeah, this one's a +1 up here. So let's see. We have no pinned recovery, so just combat effects. So this is a -3, but the bunker's a +3. The +1 for incoming, so 2 +1s. A miss and pinned. Okay, that could have been significantly worse. And then these are +3 offset here. So that's a +2, a +2. By the way, visibility has no effect on incoming. So +2, +2, and then +4. So +2, that is a hit on my machine gun. He is a vet. Oh my God. So paralyzed and litter already. Wow. So much for that guy. He was wiped out pretty fast. Pinned and pinned. Lost 1 HMG. Wow. All right. +2. A miss. +4. A miss. All right. And then here we've only got 2 of them. They're both +2. So +2 is pinned and a miss. So my assault team is pinned. So that's the opening move. I mean, that's basically the opening. We are engaged. Those are all going to disappear. So we're going to go to no contact immediately. And if you look at what we have here, there row 2 is A's. So this guy is going to trigger an automatic. We know that. And then we'll see what happens from there. So very interesting. All right, so we're going to clean up and we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Turn 2. HQ event. We don't have one. They don't have one. So now we're going to place PC markers. A here. And then B's. Oh, I know one thing I'm doing. I forgot to check for the phone lines on those 2. I said I'm going to do that as soon as I place them, but I didn't. So it's a 50-50 chance. On a 1, the phone survives. On a 2, it's cut. On a 1, it survives. That one survived. Survived. So both of these had the phone lines not be affected by the incoming. All right, now they have no units again. There's no enemy units on the map. So we're moving straight on to us. CO, we are now engaged, so he's just a +1 for his veteran status. So that's 5. He has a total of 6. I don't see any reason he doesn't try to get these guys maximized. That was 3. And then I'm going to tell you, for his 4th, he is going to tell this assault team to attempt to infiltrate there. So he's an assault team. So that's his 4th. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So try to infiltrate. And he's going to exhort for 1 more. So he failed. So he's saving 1 is all he's doing. And this unit is exposed. That may not have worked to our favor. We'll find out. All right. First platoon. 3, 4, so he's up to 9. I'm going to have him infiltrate here. So he's a veteran. 1, 2, 3. He's going to exhort. 4, he failed. That is 2. Can only spend, oh, you know what? I blew this. I'm going to stick with it because it didn't work and it cost me. I could only spend 4, so I could have told him to move. I could not have tried to exhort him. So he has moved here. And he is going to tell both of these, and he's exposed. He's going to tell both of these guys to move back to the staging area. Not sure I should have done that with him. Probably would have been smarter to have taken the first sergeant and had the first sergeant do it. We'll see how that plays out on me. All right. So he spent 2 more. He's down to 5. He can save a total of 6 since he's a veteran. Third platoon. 2, so he gets 3. He's up to 7. He's not doing anything right now. Is that right? Yeah. I just don't think he's just gonna save his. He's gonna save 6. The first sergeant gets 2, so 3, so he's at 7. The first sergeant is going to, well, he's going to try to rally that unit. So 1, 2, 3. Failed. He's just going to save 6. Decided to try to rally him. If I'd have gotten him, I would have moved him to an assault team, but no reason to do that now. And then we got the second platoon. Oh my gosh, he gets 3, so 4, so he's up to 10. I don't think he wants to do anything right now. He's losing a whole bunch, but there's nothing I really want to do. I don't want to move these guys out of there. And so the XO gets 1. So he's up to 7. He is going to tell this guy to move here, which he is exposed when he does it. He is as a mortar, he cannot, he couldn't try to infiltrate anyway, but he is exposed there. And he's going to save 6. Oops. All right. General initiative, 2. Going to try to unpin. He is a veteran. He's going to try to unpin himself. 1, 2, 3. He did. That's actually really good. He is then going to try to lay down artillery fire on this road. And so that artillery fire, he gets 4, and he's a veteran, so he gets 5 draws. 1. So we have battalion 2, 3, 4, 5. That is really good. We got Battalion Fire. I am going to bring an artillery here and scale it down. This was here earlier, just for me to remember. That firing agency is using that. It is here. And we got incoming, I think it's -5. Yep, -5. And I'm going to place it there, there, and here. Those are my locations. And I did take my artillery. That was good. So those are my 2 general initiative. I wanted to get this first sergeant moved. So, no capture, no retreat, no AT, fire mission updates, disappears, 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 flips, flips, flips. All right. You know, I want to think about whether I want that there. Yep, I'll put it there. I don't think it matters. I was trying to think. They can't place on the. It's going to force them to be placed over here, basically. So, if they're those types of units. So, let's march down the line. We no longer have anybody. So, there are no longer friendly or enemy occupied VOF, but we do have VOFs on the board with these incoming. So, we're moved to contact. So, it's not automatic, which is good. There is the possibility this will trigger nothing. Low probability because we're drawing 7 cards. But, so that's the incoming. So now potential contact. So we start with the A's. So we're drawing 7 because of contact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we did get our 1 contact. So that is A, 1 through 10. That is a 1. So I think that is going to be Panthers. Yep. Ugh. This has started so differently. I had a whole bunch of tank destroyers, which I was able to just chase away with my incoming. So let's look at these. First of all, notice on the bottom left, it says tanks, tank destroyers, LMGs, AVOF start with 5 ammo. The other thing is that if you look under 6.10 package placement, all German tanks and tank destroyers enter on one of the 2 forest roads. For the tank package, place 1 Panther at each forest road. For the tank destroyer, randomly. So these 2 get placed as such. All right. So that is a enemy unit now with the VOF, so it stays contact. But that is this card. Now, 6 Bs, and Bs are 5. So number 4, so right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I said, right? 5. So there we have contact. So, this unit, we're going to see which one it is. That is a B. So 1 through 10. 3. That is package 5, which is a probe. 1 standard squad attempting to infiltrate. So this is a standard squad right here. And it cannot be placed, so it's this card right here. It cannot be placed here. So if we look at that, that is column 4. Contact column 4, it's basically a 1 is left front, a 2 is direct, a 3 is right, but direct we can't do. So I'm just doing 1 to 2. 1 is left, 2 is the right. 1 left. So this guy is going to get placed here. And it says probe, standard attempting to infiltrate on the placement card. And notice it says max line of sight. Because of the twilight and the fog, it's only one card. So he is green. He's going to get one try, and he fails. So this guy's exposed. And when he gets placed, we are going to open up on him. This guy will not. This card will not open up. This card is going to open up. Let's check one more thing just to make sure that they are spotted. So here and here are going to open up. And automatic. We basically have two LMGs that are just firing, and we have crossfire. So, all right. And he will fire at the placement card. So he's got small arms fire here. Which, oh, yeah, the mortar is not firing right now, by the way, because he's exposed. So that is now 2 or more occupied cards under a volume of fire. So we're engaged, which is going to reduce the Bs to 3, the remaining ones. So we got 5 to go. So the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. So different than the last game. 10. That is a 5. Same thing. Another probe. He is automatic. So he gets 5 ammo. Now he cannot be here. So basically 1 or a 2, because I think column 5 is, nope. Left front, not possible, but then direct front is 2 or a 3, and then right front is 4. So I'm doing a 1 or a 2 is direct, 3 is right front. 1 or a 2 is direct. So out of 3, he is direct. So he is attempting to see, I should have put it there, but I've been thinking. Oh no, he couldn't have gone there. The reason, if this incoming had been here, he couldn't have gone there because it would have been no line of sight. He couldn't have seen. So, because they need to be able to open up fire. So, this card and this card are now going to open up. These are both firing here. He's firing here. He's going to be firing automatic on me. And I'm just telling you, we had almost no contact the last time when I was playing it. Now, granted, partially because of doing it wrong. We have automatic, and he's going to draw 1 to see if he infiltrates. He does not. He is exposed. All right. We are totally engaged. 4 left. Wow. So that is number 3. So right here. So, oops. We'll do this. So, drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3 left. There's the short. It's over here. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. That's whatever it is, it's going to be there. Number 8. That is a base. So this guy is not spotted. Base fire team, 1 LMG. But notice I can't put him here or here. Oh, actually, does the map extend? Nope. You'll notice under column 6, right front doesn't exist. So he can only go right. He can only go front. So we're going to get an LMG with his ammo here. Wow, what a difference. Unspotted. Firing. Automatic. All right. Woo. That got hairy fast. 2 left still. Holy smokes. So the first one. 1, 2, 3. Ah, we have yet another contact. That is 6. I think that's the probe again. Yep. That's going to be yet another one trying to infiltrate. Another automatic. Now, he can go front or right. So placement, column 1, can't go left. I can basically draw a 1 through 3, it looks like. So I drew a 1, which will be direct front. So he is on this, he's in this open field. We are going to be placing, this guy's firing. This guy's firing. Oh no, he's not. This guy can't fire because he's just a P. So, and this is flipped. So this is small arms because the assault team can't fire. He is firing at me under a automatic. And then does he infiltrate? He does not, so he's also exposed. And that's that. Then we got drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. So this guy's nothing. Wow. That was pretty crazy. But fun. All right. Pinned recovery. They're not under fire anymore. I think that's the only one. Because he is under fire. He's just exposed. So unfortunately, nothing here. That's actually worked out. My first platoon HQ turned out okay. And so, combat effects. So let's go and do that. Before we do anything else, I am going to knock these guys down. They start at 5. He's going to 4. 4 and 4. And I have 1... 2 LMG, and I think 1 LMG. Yep. 1 and 2 LMG are firing. Not sure I should have had those 2 there. 1 LMG is firing. And I think that's it. Everything else is small arms. All right, so that's the ammo. So, nothing up there. This is small arms, so 0. Plus 3 for visibility, minus 2. So that's a plus 1 is pinned. All right, so he's pinned. I'm going to do this just so we remember to adjust. Here, we are firing through that empty part of the card. So we're using the 0. So that is plus 3 for visibility and then basically minus 4. So that is a minus 1, which is a hit. Even a plus 1 would have been a hit. He is green, so paralyzed and a casualty. So he is a casualty. He's basically a paralyzed team and then going to be a fire team. Paralyzed, then he's going to be just a normal fire team. He was small arms to start with. So pinned. So this guy took a beating. He's back into the mix. All right. Nothing here. Here, we have 0, plus 3 for visibility, minus 4 again. So he's a minus 1, which is also a hit. Casualty and a fire team. So we're doing some pretty good damage on these exposed units. Basically 2 fire teams. Now let's take a quick peek. AL. So I'm going to, that is a AL. It's up at the top. AL SCAC. are the last two. So we have an AC and an SC. And this guy has his ammo. Pinned and exposed. Nothing here because he's not spotted. Here, automatic. So we're +3, +5, +8, -1. So that's +6, +6. +6, pinned, and a miss. So this guy is pinned. And we can change this guy to all pinned now. Nothing here. Here, small arms. So it's +5 plus, well, let's do this guy first. +5 +6 -2. So he is a +4 thanks to the visibility. So +4 is a miss. And then these guys are both +6s. A miss and a miss. So this is now going to be all pinned as well for these guys. Paralyzed and, yep, small arms. And then here we have automatic. So it's +5 +6 +7 -1. I'm sorry, +5 +8 +9 -1s, 2 +6s. Pin, he's already pinned, and a miss. And last but not least, this is going to be the same thing. It's +5 +8 -1, a pair of +6s. So that visibility, oh, first one's pinned, and then a miss. All right. So our anti-tank is pinned. Interesting. So all pinned here. And then this guy is now all pinned as well from these. And that is that. That is turn number 2. So I'm going to clean up. And with that, we will mark that we're on turn 3. Stop this video. Got the first couple turns done. Very different from the one that I was playing, but also very interesting. So we'll pick it back up again. Turn 3. Mission 4 of Bulge. Hope you're enjoying.